So this is unexpected. An unexpected update of iOS 26.6 Developer Beta 1 was released earlier this morning. And in this video, let me go ahead and quickly break through all the new changes, features that's really worth noting, that's really worth knowing about when it comes to this version of Developer Beta 1. And the public beta will be available within 24 hours typically. So let's get straight to the point. And yes, timestamps of everything will be in the description down below for your pleasure. So according to Mac Rumors, they discovered in the code that a notification will now pop up in case you hit the max limit of calls, numbers you can block on your contacts. Yeah, I didn't know that was a limit as well, but apparently in the code, there is now a notification that will pop up, giving you the heads up that you reach your max on phone numbers to be blocked, which I thought was kind of interesting. Now, a feature, an improvement that I assumed will be finally resolved with this latest version of iOS 26.6 is the Safari bug. You see, with these new iPhones, they have access to like 120 hertz, right? Especially if you're using like a Pro model. Even an older iPhone Pro will still have this ability. But if we go into like the Apple Store or something like that, and we just load like a long link website, I know I'm not the only one that knows this, but the 120 hertz Safari feature isn't yet enabled, and this is very annoying because sometimes my eyes just kill me when I'm trying to scroll, especially if it's a long list of like important stuff and important document paper or something like that. So unfortunately, you still have to do the hidden feature, and that is to manually go into your iPhone settings to unlock 120 hertz. Go in your iPhone settings, scroll down to apps, and then go into Safari. It's faster if you type in Safari. In Safari, go all the way down to the very bottom, go in advanced, and then in here, look for something that says like flag features. Here, feature flags, here it is. Select this, and then just go all the way down to the R, I believe, where it says render speed, or prefer render page or something like that along that nature. We'll find out together. Here we are, prefer page rendering update near 60. Disable that. The cool thing is it's all alphabetical order, so should be easy to find. But by disabling the 60 hertz or 60 FPS, you basically unlock 120 hertz for Safari, and look how much smoother that is. It's just a darn shame that this is the only way you can actually enable this 120 hertz feature. I wish it was like Android phones or most modern day phones, not just Android. Well, even though secondary market is Android, it's iPhone and Android, but those that are smartphones, they have the ability to adapt between what you're doing, and this also includes the web browser. It's just shocking to me that this hasn't been fixed or improved. Now, since we are talking about Android phones, RCS messaging encryption is now unlocked on more carriers, because if we go back to RCS, in case you don't know, it's faster. Just type in messages, launch the message app, and go down until you find the text message tab, and where it says RCS, click on here, make sure it's enabled. It still isn't in a beta stage, enable that. But by having this enabled, now if you're talking to like an Android user, you'll know that right there you'll see like a little lock encryption message when you're texting somebody with the blue. So this is another iPhone user. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and disable this and re-enable it. So the lock can also pop up with RCS. So if I send out a text message right now, it still doesn't show that RCS is enabled. So it's bugged once more, where you gotta turn off your phone and turn it back on to resolve this bug. Let's wait for it to boot up. Now if we go unlock our device, if we launch the message app, and we send another message, we will see that it's still not showing the lock icon, so that's annoying. I'm using T-Mobile too, which is one of the most popular carriers. But from my understanding, according to some people I was talking with on Reddit, reset your phone, it will show the lock icon. For some reason on my device, it's not doing it. Now, other new changes I notice on this is the game app on the iPhone has a new splash screen. So now when you launch the game app, here's the new splash screen that gets you score updates and a recent download menu that's now available, where you can download all your game apps. Now it's all separated from the main app store, which is quite nice. But in terms of book app, the book app still looks exactly the same like the previous version, where you have your read goal down here. And then on the Apple Maps side, if you go down where it says we love guides, I'm assuming these suggestions are the ads, as there's no dedicated page that just says ads, because when you tap on one and you hit show publisher, if you scroll down, this is literally just an add-on, like things to do like in certain locations like Vegas and stuff like that. So this is where most of those ads rest. Additionally, other things that were found in the code is CarPlay improvements in terms of bug fixes. So if you've been experiencing issues with CarPlay, hopefully this resolved all that. But other than that, that's a quick breakdown on all the new features, changes, things that's worth talking about on this latest version of iOS 26.6 beta 1. Again, the public beta, if you're enrolled on the public beta, you should be seeing this software update notification pop up within 24 hours or so. It's unusual for Apple to release an update this soon, or a beta update, now that we actually are pretty close to WWDC, just under 2 weeks now. So this is going to be a wild week of maybe back and forth update, as the RC version should be getting released pretty soon, which is something we haven't seen Apple do in the past. Anyways, there we have it. If you like to watch what's new on the Apple TV side of things, I cover that in greater detail in that video over there. Thank you so much for watching.